as the Freer Buckaroos are set to take on the Three Rivers Bulldogs. Again, Joe Bowling with you, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. We've already had a introduction of the players. We had a parents' night tonight here at Freer, Texas, and we've had the coin toss, and we're set to go with the Freer Buckaroos. That's return the kickoff to start this ball game. They'll be going right to left as you take a look on your screen. And meanwhile, the Bulldogs of Three Rivers will be going left to right. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera tonight. As once again, we are set to go for this one on a beautiful night for football here tonight at Freer, Texas. Flag pretty much standing still as we start this one. A short kickoff fielded by the Buckaroos out across their 30-yard line to the left sideline of the 35. And a return out there to about the 37-yard line. Tackle made first by Austin Stutz, a sophomore, 5'9", 185-pounder out of Three Rivers. And the Freer Buckaroo offense will stroll to the field for the first time on the night. Thanks again for joining us. If you're watching on our social media, on our Facebook, share the link if you will. Help other fans know these games are going on. And always we ask that you follow and like our page to help us get our numbers up. Also on your YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can see that we have games going on, and you'll get a notification when we go live. Running play, right-hand side on first down and some room across the 40-yard line, and then it's shut down quickly. Elliot Ramirez, the carrier for the Freer Buckaroos. And he's brought down after a gain of, call it 3, and it brings up second down and 7 yards to go from the 40-yard line of the Freer Buckaroos. I don't have a color commentary guy tonight because I'm going to do a lot of talking before this one's all said and done. From the right hash mark, the Freer Buckaroos, first time on the field. Offense set in a spread formation. Man in motion goes left to right. That's Ramirez. They'll hand it off. First carry of the night for Hondo Bierstedt. He's hit in the backfield. Down he goes. He'll lose a couple yards on the play as that Three Rivers defense came swarming in from the left-hand side and shut down that play before it ever developed. There's a chance of rain later on in the weekend, but the threat of rain here, it looks like we are in good shape as far as getting this game through without any rain coming into play. Third down, play for the Freer Buckaroos. Inside their own 40-yard line, call it the 39. Wide receivers, 2 right side. Single, make that 2 left-hand side. Single back in the backfield, and they'll look to swing a pass. Left-hand side looking for a block. 40-yard line, skips a tackle out to the 45. Midfield, first down and more, across the 45, down to the 42-yard line. Huge gain on a nice yards after the catch for Elliot Ramirez. Take a look at this. This is Ramirez spinning through tackles, and it took 3 guys to bring him down. And the chains do move indeed for the Buckaroos. It's a 20-yard gain, most of that by Ramirez after the catch. And 90% of that after he was touched by the first man that could have brought him down. Quarterback keeper, this is Guerra, Joel Guerra up the middle, gets it down to about the 36-yard line. So that's good enough for a 6-yard gain on his first carry. And the Freer Buckaroos are moving the ball downfield on this opening drive. Try to keep track of this time clock as we go along as well. Try to help you out, fans back home, keeping track. It'll be an unofficial time, but I'll do my best to keep it rolling. We're in the first quarter here at Freer, Texas. This is the opening drive. Again, I invite you to share the link if you're watching on our social media. Man in motion goes right to left. That's going to be Ramirez. Quarterback going to direct snap, and that's going to be a big gain down the left-hand side, inside the 10, down to the 5. Touchdown, Freer Buckaroos. And that thing just opened up in a hurry. And to the house goes Joel Guerra from 38 yards away. And the Buckaroos of Freer on top here in this one. Take a look at the replay on that after the extra point. It's up and it is good. 7-0, Freer on top. They'll kick off. Bulldogs will have the football. Trying to respond now. Down 6 or 7-0. We'll be back with more after this on Real Sports Live.
Bubba's 33 and Corpus Christi is a proud sponsor for all teams on Real Sports Live. If you can't make it to the game, then watch it on the big screen at Bubba's 33 in Corpus. Great food, great atmosphere before, during, or after the game. Stop in at Bubba's 33 in Corpus Christi, Texas.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest.
Back here on Real Sports Live, we should have good sound on this, my friends, as I've got the sound up and running. So if you're not getting sound, I would encourage you to try again. As we are set for the kickoff here, the Freer Buckaroos on top 7-0. And they'll kick it away to the Bulldogs of Three Rivers. Rolls inside the 30. Squibs out to the 28, picked up there, back across the 30, 35-yard line to the 36. And so the Three Rivers Bulldogs take a look at on the spot. There was a flag during that return. And right now they're going to call it against the Freer Buckaroos. That'll be declined. Try to pick up those play calls by the public address announcers on those calls. First down play from their own 42-yard line for Three Rivers. Take a look at this team. This is my first look at them on the night. Quarterback is Caden Solis. Hands it off up the middle. That's a short gain as the Freer defense was right there to shut that down. Caden Solis is a freshman quarterback on this team. Just a short gain on the play, brings up second down. For the Three Rivers Bulldogs, Rigoberto Sanchez is the back. And now hand it off to an inside pitch, trying to turn the corner on the right-hand side, upended across the 47-yard line. Sweep that time by Taylor Stockton. Stockton was brought down short of first down territory. And so a 3rd and 5 coming up for the Three Rivers Bulldogs on their opening drive of the night. If you're just joining us, the Freer Buckaroos took the opening kickoff and turned that into points. Three Rivers now trying to answer. Inside pitch. This time they'll go right to left. Sean Huff hitting the backfield. Hit again, and down he goes. A loss on the play of about 7. A lot of penetration that time by the Freer Buckaroos. Huff just simply never was able to turn upfield. And so the loss will bring up a 4th down for the Three Rivers Bulldogs. And the Freer Buckaroos should get good field position on this exchange. Up 7-0 early in this contest. Good snap. Punt is away. It's a booming, spiraling kick away from the return man. Takes a bounce inside the 20, inside the 10, inside the 5, and they can't get to it. That's a touchback. Freer will take over. 1st and 10, leading 7-0 right after this.
Moore Funeral Home, serving Refugio, a county family since 1969. A family-owned business. They're here to serve you every need. Winston, Judy, and Mark Moore support the Bobcats all the way to state.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Stacy Neiman Insurance Agency, LLC, located on the Square in Woodsboro, Texas, specializing in row, crop, and pasture rangeland, serving farmers and ranchers in multiple counties since 2011. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Back here, there was a penalty called, and we will be
still behind for the Buckaroos.
setting up here. They will hand it off and try to run to the right-hand side with some room out across the 20-yard line. Foot race to the 25 to the 27-yard line. Nice carry that time for the Buckaroos. Hondo Bierstedt again on that carry. And he'll end up with 18 on the play. He's got 2 carries for 16 yards on the night. And a 1st and 10 inside their own 30, but Freer moving the ball. Hand off up the middle, and the quarterback keeps it on a read, gets hit, and 3 Bulldogs are there to end that play where it started. Guerra was hit on the read. Take a look at where they spot this ball. They'll give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down and 9 yards to go for the Freer Buckaroos. They'll pitch it out left-hand side. Guerra is shut down for a moment, makes something out of this, though, and gets it out across the 37-yard line. Short of 1st down yardage, and there's a penalty flag on the play. So we'll sort that out. Brings up a 2nd and 9. Was going to be 3rd and short. Now to remain 2nd down, and they'll book it down at the around the 21-yard line of the Freer Buckaroos. 2nd and call it 19 yards to go. Buckaroos have 84 yards of offense so far in the ball game. Joel Guerra has 45 of those on the biggest one on a 38-yard touchdown run. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run it up the middle. And they shut that down after a short gain out across the 22-yard line. Tackle made that time by Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez on the tackle.
And so on the Guerra carry, it'll bring up 3rd and 15 for the Freer Buckaroos. Clock running, we're right at the 5-minute mark, because again, this is going to be an unofficial score clock to say the least. Freer looking, Guerra looking for a bundle down the right-hand side, got a wide open man, caught out across the 45-yard line, and a huge gain of 18 yards for the Freer Buckaroos. Catch made by Elliot Ramirez, and take a look at this one as Ramirez, if you lead him with this in the right direction, this is 6 points, as he was wide open on that right-hand side. Buckaroos move the chains. 2nd pass completed by Guerra on the night. He's now 2 of 2 in the passing game for 38 yards. Guerra looks to carry on his own, this time hitting before he gets to the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard on that play. Gary right now is the leading ball carrier on the night with 5 carries. Bierstedt back there in the backfield with him has a couple of carries on the evening.
At all times. Face coverings, please, on at all times.
2nd down and 11. For the Freer Buckaroos. They'll look to throw. Guerra with a nice fake, looking downfield, lets it go and throws it away, incomplete. Good coverage down there. The intended receiver was Trey Ramirez for the Freer Buckaroos. And that'll stop the clock and bring up 3rd down and long for the Buckaroos. They've converted once on 3rd and long here on this drive. And we'll be looking to see what Joel Guerra and company can pull off here on 3rd down. Drops back to throw over the middle. Oh, it's going to be blown dead, incomplete. But they had blown that dead. Looking for Trey Ramirez off the fly.
Default start on the Buckaroos. They will back them up 5. It'll be 3rd and 16.
Remains 3rd down. Call it 15 yards to go for the Freer Buckaroos. Guerra from his own 40. Takes his time. Play clock running down. He'll drop back to throw. Looking. Delivers a ball downfield in traffic. Incomplete. Looking again for Ramirez down there. Check that was Jonathan Hassett, the intended receiver. And 4th down and 15 yards to go for the Freer Buckaroos. Now apparently bring the punting team in. And they'll give it back to the Bulldogs. Punter stands inside his 30 for the Buckaroos. Good snap, and the kick is away. High wobbly kick, veering over to the right-hand side. No return man in that direction. It'll take a bounce back against the grain, and the Bulldogs of Three Rivers will start off in good shape on their own 38 after this.
5166, Stacy Neiman, Insurance Agency, LLC.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, and a pass play for Three Rivers. Rolling out, left-hand side now, quarterback going to keep it, take it out across the 41-yard line. Caden Solis on the carry. Looked like something was going to open up downfield. Then Solis took off on the run. Got short yardage on the play.
Gain of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Davis just trying to get out.
So on 2nd and 6.
That was Solis.
Three Rivers will set him down. Back to throw is Solis. Has some time, now steps up, throws over the middle, and it's going to be caught across the 45-yard line. Sliding catch made there by Jacob Amaro. That should be plenty enough for a 1st down. For the Three Rivers Bulldogs. Solis had enough time that time, and that's the key. He'll take it handed off up the middle. Just diving forward. Now the surge will push it across the 45 down to about the 43-yard line of the Freer Bulldogs. Sanchez on the carry, short gain, call it 2 on the gain. 2nd down and 8 coming up
It'll be 2nd down and
for
8.
Three Rivers. We're in the first quarter. Buckaroos of Freer jumped on top, scored the first points, and that's held right now. Solis rolls out of the pocket, right-hand side, looking, directing traffic, has a man caught across the 30-yard line, out of bounds. Catch made by Zachary Davis, and that'll move the chains as Solis connects to a second receiver on this drive for positive yardage. First catch of the night for Zachary Davis. And so first down as the ball's now at the 30-yard line of the Freer Buckaroos. Bulldogs of Three Rivers. Moving the ball this trip down. Solis waits for the snap. Sanchez to his right-hand side. Shifts him out of the backfield. An empty set. Drops back to throw again. Looking, waiting. Now he's going to go off on the races. Left-hand side. Looks, still, chase, and struggles forward to about the 29. Gains a yard on that play. And 2nd and 9 coming up for Freer. Second and 9 for the Buckaroos, and now we've got a whistle on the field. Buckaroos of Freer want to talk it over. As they do, we'll be right back after this.
Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since 52.
In Fremont, Texas, off Highway 281 is the Oasis Restaurant, serving great food daily. And if you can't make it to the game, then watch it while you eat. Carry out and dine in available. Great selection of food for any taste and supporting local athletes all the way. The Oasis Restaurant in Fremont, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons.
Back here on Rio Sports Live after the timeout by the Freer Buckaroos. Three Rivers Bulldogs facing 2nd down. Solis drops back to throw, scambles out of the pocket, takes off down the left-hand side, dives inside the 20-yard line, steps out of bounds, got a first down or an 8-yard gain for Caden Solis. And they'll move the chains again for Three Rivers. Solis now 3 carries on the night for 13 yards. An impressive drive here for Three Rivers. They were stalled on their first drive of the night. This time they are moving the ball downfield against the Freer Buckaroos. Three receivers left-hand side. They're shifting receivers around. Sanchez now lines up to the left-hand side of Solis. And before they take the snap, the whistles blow. There's a lot of confusion that time, and they'll have a delay of game against Three Rivers. I thought they may call a timeout there, but nothing doing. So they'll take the penalty, which will march them back to the just outside the 24-yard line. For Three Rivers. Solis on the play, rolls out, gonna keep it himself. Got back to around the 20. Football comes out of there, and it's picked up by the Buckaroos. Out across the 38, big turnover, Buckaroo defense. It looked like it was Lucky Salinas. Take a look on the replay, you can see the ball was just hit right there, came pounding out of there. Wasn't Solis on the recovery. Let's see who was. That was 52. We'll call that Ivan Aguillon. And so the Buckaroos quickly get the offense on the field, trying to capitalize after the turnover. Joel Guerra has him ready to go. Sends a man in motion. Hands it off. They'll sweep it left side. Ramirez trying to get to the corner. Turns it outside the 45 to the 46-yard line. Elliot Ramirez on the carry. Gains 6. That should take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Freer leads this one 7-0. Second quarter coming up when we return. This is Rio Sports Live.
Banners and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 40? Back here on Rio Sports Live, second quarter underway. Running play for Freer out across the midfield stripe. Carry by Joel Guerra. That'll take him on his 6th carry.
First and 10.
To 54 yards on the night on the ground for the signal caller for the Freer Buckaroos. In the second quarter, Freer scored on their opening drive of the game. And then after that, their defense had to come up with a big play to cause a turnover. Up the middle this time. Bierstedt on the carry. Penalty flag comes in at the end of this. And so they'll blow this play dead, and now we'll sort out where they spot it. Again, share the link on our Facebook side if you will. Let us know where you're watching these games from. Always neat to see just what the reach is out there.
Personal foul, face mask on the Bulldogs.
So you heard it. It'll be a face mask call.
Down 15.
So that'll take the ball down to the 33-yard line of the Bulldogs of Three Rivers. If you're just joining us, the Three Rivers offense was marching the ball downfield. Looked like they were in position to try to tie this game up. But a turnover has opened the gates up. Freer trying to capitalize. Here's Bierstedt again. Got it to the 30. Gains 4 on the play for his 4th carry of the night. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Ball down to the 30. Gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Buckaroos.
On 2nd down, Buckaroos send 3 receivers this time. Right-hand side, single receiver to the left for Guerra. Bierstedt to his left-hand side, takes it. He's going to run it right behind Bierstedt for the block. Got enough for a 1st down as he takes it inside the 23 to about the 22-yard line on a carry by Joel Guerra. And Guerra now has 62 yards on the night. Freer with 129 yards of offense here in the first half. They've outgained Three Rivers 129 to 52. Of that, 91 on the ground, 38 through the air. Three Rivers defense has got to try to find a way to stop this drive right here and right now. Earlier tonight, we had volleyball action from Freer. And congratulations to the Lady Buckaroos on the 3-game sweep, but it wasn't easy against Three Rivers. I'll run highlights of that game during a halftime of this one. Couple yard gain on that one for Freer. And third down, and call it 6 yards to go. Just inside the 20-yard line, a red zone possession for the Buckaroos of Freer. Joel Guerra will face, he's got to get it inside the, call it inside the 14. You get it to the 13, you got a first down. The 14, you won't get there. He'll run it right-hand side. Guerra looking to turn it upfield. Hit, stays on his feet. Now he's going to get driven back. Got to the 16, which is a couple yards short of the first down. Now we get a whistle on the play. Player's shaken up just a bit. And so they'll attend to him. While they do that, we'll take a quick break. 7-0, 8:57 remaining here in the first half. Freer leads at home. Let us know where you're watching. Columbus, Ohio. Give a shout out in that direction. I just saw that on Facebook. Thanks, Connie Stanley. Tuning in, watching the Three Rivers Bulldogs at Freer.
Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, forever memories. 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
After the timeout, third down and 3 yards to go for Freer. Buckaroos quarterback Joel Guerra waiting for the officials to start the clock, and away it goes. Sends a man in motion. That's Ramirez. They'll hand it off. Ramirez taking it left-hand side. Got a first down inside the 10, inside the 5. Ramirez to the house. Touchdown, Buckaroos. Elliot Ramirez. And watch this one, my friends. Coming off that edge. Makes a nifty cut there. And then watch this move. Outside. Nobody there. Touchdown, Ramirez. Buckaroos on top 13-0. 13-0 score. Extra point coming up for the Buckaroos. Bierstedt is the kicker. Out of the hold of Hassett. Kick line drives its way up and in. 14-0. Freer leads. Kickoff coming up after this on Real Sports Live.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. Back here, kickoff goes out of bounds. Welcome back to our coverage here on Real Sports Live. I'm Joe Bowling, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera, high atop the press box in Freer, Texas. Our thanks to the Freer School District for assisting us with a spot to broadcast these games. We are trying to get active in all the schools that we are committing to. It means I'm putting more and more people in place. Equipment is right now the premium as we are active in procuring equipment, but also personnel is a key factor in this. Play-by-play individuals and camera operators. I'm not just talking for football because of the fact that we are also covering volleyball. We'll be covering basketball, boys and girls, into the softball and baseball venues. You'll see a swimming meet that we'll be broadcasting on Thursday in Corpus Christi. So play-by-play individuals, I'm looking for those that are willing to expand into the other sports, not just football, and the camera operators looking to get into the games, see the games, and be a part of Real Sports Live as we continue to expand. Short kickoff over to the left-hand side. It's going to drop. That's going to be a live football. Rolls around, still rolling around, and recovered by Freer apparently. Bulldogs get it. Watch on the replay as this was a live ball from the word go right here, bouncing around. Looked like they had a chance to fall on it, and just a mad scramble. And the Freer Bulldog or Buckaroos bring the offense right back on the field. And we'll try to capitalize on another turnover by the Bulldogs of Three Rivers. Guerra takes a snap, runs it left-hand side, tries to make a man miss, trying to outrun a defender to the left sideline, driven out there, and then tackled all the way out by the track. He was chased by Rigoberto Sanchez, and also Caden Inman came over there to help out. Guerra ended up gaining 4 on the play as momentum carried him all the way out of bounds with a defender riding him on the backside. Buckaroos leading 14-0 here in this first half. This is a big drive for them. Capitalize on a second turnover in a row. This time, the Three Rivers defense is right there to shut that play down. Guerra might have gained a yard on the play. First guy in there to meet him was Jacob Amato. One of the linebackers also in on the play was Landon Thornton. Thornton listed as a 6'2", 152-pound safety back there. For Guerra, 9 carries, 67 yards on the night. And the Buckaroos will face third down and 6 from the 33-yard line. Handoff. This time it's Bierstedt. He's hitting the backfield, and down he goes. Hello, Coulter Hughes on the stop. Bierstedt. You'll see here, for a defensive lineman, penetration is a key factor. You can see there just was no room on that carry. So fourth down, and before they take the next snap, we'll have a timeout by Freer. They lead 14-0. These advertisers are why we can do what we do. Be sure you watch them and thank them. This is Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito. DS Oilfield Construction and the family of Rene Martinez III would like to wish Rene and his fellow teammates the best of luck for the 2020 football season. For any oilfield construction needs, please contact DS Oilfield at 361-396-0059, Alice, Texas, or Logan Wilson at 361-70.
Back here on Real Sports Live. On a fourth down play, they get him to jump off sides. This is a free play. Freer heaving it down right-hand side. It's going to be incomplete. But this will be a first down based on where the penalty markers are thrown for the Freer Buckaroos. We are live in Bloomington for the Refugio game. We're live in Odom for the Karn City game. We're live at Rockport Fulton for the Miller game. We're live here at Freer. We're live for the Skidmore Tynan Santa Gertrudis game. We're live for Marine Military Academy at Fremont, and we're live Taft at Kennedy tonight. Now, it wasn't enough for a first down, but it does bring up a much different scenario for the Freer Buckaroos on the penalty. 4th and 1 now for Joel Guerra. The offense remains on the field, apparently going for it here for the Freer Buckaroos, and they will. Guerra's got a first down, takes it inside the 15 to the 14. I got the 13-yard line after the spot on this play. And now the Buckaroos offense will stay on the field. And right now, time of possession, a huge swing for the Freer Buckaroos as this Bulldog offense has been on the field for a ton of time here in the first half. First down play for Guerra for the Buckaroos. Sends a man in motion, and that's going to be a read. Quarterback keeps it, takes it upfield to about the 19-yard line. Another carry by Guerra. That secondary are the guys that are having to make the first hits. Zachary Davis that time came in on the hit, but not before a 5-yard gain by Guerra. 11 carries, 77 yards in the first half for Guerra on the ground. And so Freer will look again. Up the middle, Guerra hit hard, but not before he gets to about the 13-yard line. That's another first down on a carry by Guerra. They'll stop the clock when now they'll crank it right back up as they move the chains. And because it occurred just outside the 10, call it the 13, Freer can still get a first down on this drive without getting in the end zone. A half that has been defined by a couple of turnovers by this Three Rivers squad has opened up the gates, and the Freer Buckaroos have taken advantage. Scored on the first drive and then scored after forcing the first turnover. Trying to do so after a second. Up the middle, Bierstadt on the carry. Takes it down to about the 3-yard line. First and goal coming up. Bierstadt that time was just shy of getting in. Had it not been for Landon Thornton, that would have been 6 more on the board for the Buckaroos. Guerra sends a man in motion. Ramirez, Guerra gonna hand it off. Right side, that is gonna be stopped. Right about the yard line, maybe the 1.5 marker. Bierstadt on the carry. He's got 8 carries for 39 yards here in the first half. And second and goal coming up. They'll mark it down around the 2 for Freer. Bulldogs defense hoping they can force something here to shut this drive down and prevent more points on the board. Right now, Guerra in good shape. Rolls out left-hand side, takes it in end zone, touchdown. Joel Guerra to the house. Freer up 20-0. Let's take a look at Guerra here and look at the blocking on this left side. They'll seal off the end, and then wide receiver in front leading the way. And Freer has a 20-0 lead, looking to make that 21. Extra point is away, and it is good. 3:45 left here in the first half. Freer Buckaroos, thanks to 2 turnovers, have turned them into points and lead by 3 scores. This is Real Sports Live.
Time. Thank you. Let's go jerseys from DS Oilfield. The Rustic Tea Boutique is now a sponsor for teams here on Rio Sports Live. Located in Fremont, Texas, supporting both the Cowboys and Cowgirls in their games. Whether it's Twisted X shoes, a wide assortment of Sense apparel, or the latest styles for men and women in clothing or accessories, or a great selection of scented candles, Rustic Tea Boutique in Fremont is your stop.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Back here, and the kickoff for the Freer Buckaroos is a high, short kick. That is going to be a live football again, and this time the Bulldogs are able to get on it. And that was dangerous to another turnover on a kickoff. So the offense for Three Rivers will now step on the field, and they haven't been there much tonight, my friends. Last time they were there, they were marching downfield on an impressive drive. Turnover in the red zone. Gave the ball to Freer. Buckaroos took advantage of that, marched it down and scored. And then on the kickoff, that was muffed, and the Freer Buckaroos recovered that, turned that into points. And now Caden Solis and the offense are back on the field. It's been a while since he's taken a snap. Drops back to throw. Has time, delivers it right side receiver, caught. Midfield stripe, that's a first down for the Bulldogs. Catch made by Sanchez. Rigavito Sanchez. It's his first catch of the night. That's 11 yards on the gain. Solis is 3 of 3 in the passing game for 50 yards. Looks to throw again. Looking all the way, he's going to be incomplete. Look to go back to Sanchez. It brings up a second down. First incompleted pass for Caden Solis. And on this second down play, Solis drops back to throw again. Has time, delivers it. It's caught. First down in Freer territory, down to the 35-yard line. A completion to Jacob Amaro. For Amaro, his second catch of the night. And Solis, you like the protection that his offensive line is giving him here in this play. Here in the first half, he's now 4 of 5 for 65 yards. Wants to throw again. Deep drop. Pressure comes. He steps up. A penalty flag is thrown. This one's probably going to be coming back. Solis gets down to the 25-yard line, but that was thrown right in the spot where normally you would call a hold.
We had a flag on the play.
And it will be a hold. That will move the ball back. Back to the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. Right-hand side. That's going to be caught. First down and more. Down the sideline for the Bulldogs. Big first down. Another catch for Jacob Amaro. They needed 15. They got 26 on that pitch and catch from Solis to Amaro. Offense right up to the line of scrimmage and ready to go. Solis fires it left-hand side. Caught by Davis. Davis spins forward. Got to the 19-yard line. This offense was just chopping at the bit to get on the field. And last time they had the football, they were moving in the right direction before the turnover. Second down play. Solis is ready. Takes a snap, drops back to throw again. Waite steps up, delivers, tipped incomplete. Tried to find Derek Lancaster that time. And an incomplete pass. Solis now, that's only the second drop of the night. 5 of 7, 91 yards for Solis. Brings him up, Lancaster wide right. Out to the left-hand side is Sean Huff. Drops back, looking left, rolling left, chased, gonna run, got a block, got out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Short of first down yardage, give him credit for a 3-yard gain, and 3rd and 5 coming up. Again, at halftime, I'll have highlights of this first half. I'll also have highlights of the volleyball action from earlier tonight. Fourth down, the Bulldog offense will stay on the field. Solis needs every bit of 4.5 yards before they'll take the snap. There will be a timeout on the field. Three Rivers trying to answer 21 unanswered points thus far on the scoreboard. They'll have a big fourth down play coming up right after this.
Bubba's 33 and Corpus Christi is a proud sponsor for all teams on Rio Sports Live. If you can't make it to the game, then watch it on the big screen at Bubba's 33 in Corpus. Great food, great atmosphere before, during, or after the game. Stop in at Bubba's 33 in Corpus Christi, Texas.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Moore Funeral Home, serving Refugio, a county family since 1969. A family-owned business. They're here to serve you every need. Winston, Judy, and Mark Moore support the Bobcats all the way to state.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Stacy Neiman Insurance Agency, LLC, located on the Square in Woodsboro, Texas, specializing in row, crop, and pasture rangeland, serving farmers and ranchers in multiple counties since 2011. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer. 1-800-573-5166, Stacy Neiman Insurance Agency.
Back here after the fourth down was stopped by the Freer Buckaroos. Their offense will move on to the football field. Again, Three Rivers, it's deceiving the score if you're just joining us for the broadcast, in that Three Rivers offense has certainly shown the ability to move the ball downfield. They got 107 yards on offense, so they've only been on field 3 times. 2 of those were productive drives that came up just empty on the scoreboard. Other than that, they were showing they could move the ball. That play will be shut down. And third down and 11 yards to go now for Freer. We're under a minute to go here in the first half. With a 21-0 game, Freer on top. Joel Garris had a nice first half, 12 carries, 85 yards on the ground, 2 of 4 through the air for 38 yards. Freer letting the clock run down. They will call a timeout right before the play clock hits the zeros. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
In Fremont, Texas, off Highway 281 is the Oasis Restaurant, serving great food daily. And if you can't make it to the game, then watch it while you eat.
Back here on Real Sports Live, and as we are at the last 10 seconds here of the first half, Freer on the field will face a 3rd and 11. They'll run it left-hand side with Guerra, looking for blocks out across the 20 to the 25, 26-yard line. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Well, they'll actually stop the clock with 2 seconds remaining. Now they'll wind it down, and there it is. First half comes to an end, and the Freer Buckaroos lead this one by the score of 21-0. We'll come back. I'll break down the statistics for you. Also, we'll have the marching band for the Three Rivers Bulldogs performing on the field. We'll keep the cameras rolling on that. We'll have highlights of the volleyball action from earlier today here, and we'll also have highlights in the first half of this one, statistics, and tell you about some additional broadcasts as well. Halftime here at Freer, 21-0, home team. This is Real Sports Live.
Great selection of food for any taste and supporting local athletes all the way. The Oasis Restaurant in Fremont, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
At the first movement of their UAL presentation entitled A Gathering of Knights. Sit back and enjoy.
Halftime, this is a Three Rivers marching band.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for our award-winning band. The band is under the direction of band director Miss Megan Stevens. Thank you, good evening, and go get 'em, Red!
Freer Marching Band now able to take the field. Again, we appreciate these bands performing here. Just like the athletes, during the summer months, normally they have time to start preparation for marching season. They too were held out because of the circumstances, and they couldn't get much practice time in, so these performances are just at another level for these students to be able to perform here at halftime for the fans. Rudy Zamarripa Jr. With the camera. He's just got it on a wide shot, so at least we can see it. That's good. He's taking a break. He's been on the fly with me all day trying to get games up and running. I am looking for play-by-play individuals. I'm looking for camera operators. Also looking for a traffic manager to help me with the intricate details of scheduling and putting the commercials in place. Turn it over to the PA announcer for the Freer Buckaroo Marching Band.
Yana Perkins. Seniors, Mercedes Barrera. Brianna Salinas. Your 2020-2021 dance team captains, sophomore and dancer of the week, Portland Hinojosa, and junior Gabby Garza. Please enjoy this evening's halftime performance.
All right, both marching bands had a chance. Well, the dance team had a chance for a Freer. Marching band is still congregating on the sideline. We hope to see a performance of them as well. Looks like they're going to try to get out there and perform for the fans here on the home side in Freer, Texas. 21-0 Freer scored the first points of the game. On the opening drive, they took it right downfield and scored. Three Rivers looked like they were going to be able to match that. Coughed the ball up deep in Freer territory. Freer Buckaroos were able to march that downfield, score. And then the kickoff after that score was fumbled, and it led to more points. So in essence, Three Rivers offense has only been on the field 3, maybe 4 times on the night. 2 of those drives, they marched the ball into the red zone, came up empty on the scoreboard. So it's a 21-0 ball game, but if you're Three Rivers in the halftime locker room, you're saying, we execute, we've got points on the board. We'll be back with more after this on Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
And welcome to the Freer High School Buckaroo Marching Band halftime. Led on the field tonight is by drum majors Samantha Martinez and Eddie Garza. Directors for the band are Mr. Pat Reese and Mr. J.R. Martinez. Tonight's show will be Encounter Movement 1 Sighting, and then a crowd favorite, Louie Louie, and of course our beloved Buckaroo Fight Song. Enjoy the show.
Again, that's your Freer Marching Band, and it's good to see a marching band on the field, my friends, at halftime of a football game. It's been a few weeks since we've seen that. Well, before this game, we were covering high school volleyball. So you volleyball fans, let me run this for you. It's a highlight reel of the volleyball action between Three Rivers and Freer, as heard and seen here on Rio Sports Live. We'll be back with the second half of this right after this. Another jump serve, this time by Freer. That's nearly an ace. Played up near the net, just crosses, and a big spike down and in. Emma Cantu puts it away. Lady Bucks on top at 3-1. Serve is over. Played by Three Rivers. They'll tip it over. Covered nicely by Trevino. Big set, and down it goes. Another kill. This time it's Carolyn Hinojosa putting it away. Back to serve. Stewart gets it across with some emphasis. Played at the front row. Second hit over. Three Rivers with the chance. Set it up center. Big swing. Down it goes. A kill by Gabby Geraldo. Geraldo puts it over. A play by Salinas to keep that alive. Free ball coming up for Three Rivers. The set by Sotelo. Tipped over. Freer there to cover that. A high set outside right side. Hinojosa puts it down on the back row. Up near the net. Brooklyn Lambrecht gets it over. Ball back on the Freer side. Set it up left side for Varia. Out it goes. Point scored off the hit by Varia. Nice play by Sotelo over there on the Three Rivers side. Set it up for Carpenter. Kara Carpenter, that's blocked back at you. Ball at the net, and down it goes. And that again is a little bit of the highlights from the volleyball action earlier today, as the Freer Lady Buckaroos were able to get a 3-game sweep over Three Rivers. I'll take a break. I'll come back and run down some statistics for you. We'll also have some halftime highlights of this game. Again, the full highlight reel will be running volleyball after this is concluded. We'll be back with more after this on Rio Sports Live. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
DS Oilfield Construction and the family of Rene Martinez III would like to wish Rene and his fellow teammates the best of luck for the 2020 football season. For any oilfield construction needs, please contact DS Oilfield at 361-396-0059, Alice, Texas, or Logan Wilson at 361-701-8892 at any time. Thank you. Let's go jerseys from DS Oilfield. The Rustic Tea Boutique is now a sponsor for teams here on Rio Sports Live. Located in Fremont, Texas, supporting both the Cowboys and Cowgirls in their games. Whether it's Twisted X shoes, a wide assortment of Sense apparel, or the latest styles for men and women in clothing or accessories, or a great selection of scented candles, Rustic Tea Boutique in Fremont is your stop.
Back here on Rio Sports Live at the halftime break, 5 minutes before the two teams return to the field. And again, as promised, here are some highlights from the first half of this game. Freer leading 21-0. Here's some highlights. Enjoy them. 40-yard line, skips the tackle out to the 45, midfield, first down and more, across the 45, down to the 42-yard line. Huge gain on a nice yards after the catch. Media. Man in motion goes right to left. That's going to be Ramirez. Quarterback going to direct snap, and that's going to be a big gain down the left-hand side, inside the 10, down to the 5. Touchdown, Freer Buckaroos. You're just joining us. The Freer Buckaroos took the opening kickoff and turned that into points. Three Rivers now trying to answer. Inside pitch. This time they'll go right to left. Sean Huff hitting the backfield. Hit again, and down he goes. A loss on the play of about 7. Score clock, to say the least. Freer looking, Guerra looking for a bundle down the right-hand side. Got a wide open man. Caught out across the 45-yard line. And a huge gain of 18 yards for the Freer Buckaroos. The play rolls out. Going to keep it himself. Got back to around the 20. Football comes out of there, and it's picked up by the Buckaroos. Out across the 38. Big turnover. Buckaroo defense. The officials to start the clock, and away it goes. Sends a man in motion. That's Ramirez. They'll hand it off. Ramirez taking it left-hand side. Got a first down inside the 10, inside the 5. Ramirez to the house. Touchdown, Buckaroos. Looking to get into the game, see the games, and be a part of Rio Sports Live as we continue to expand. Short kickoff over to the left-hand side. It's going to drop. That's going to be a live football. Rolls around, still rolling around, and recovered by Freer apparently. Buckaroos will face third down and 6 from the 33-yard line. Handoff. This time it's Bierstadt. He's hitting the backfield, and down he goes. Hello, Coulter Hughes. And the Freer Buckaroos have taken advantage. Scored on the first drive and then scored after forcing the first turnover. Trying to do so after a second. Up the middle. Bierstadt on the carry. Takes it down to about the 3-yard line. First and goal coming up. Drive down and prevent more points on the board. Right now, Guerra in good shape. Rolls out left-hand side. Takes it in end zone. Touchdown. Joel Guerra to the house. Freer up 20-0. Back here, and the kickoff for the Freer Buckaroos is a high, short kick. That is going to be a live football again, and this time the Bulldogs are able to get on it. And that was dangerous to another turnover on a kickoff. And now Caden Solis and the offense are back on the field. It's been a while since he's taken a snap. Drops back to throw. Has time, delivers it right side receiver. Caught. Midfield stripe. That's a first down for the Bulldogs. And on this second down play, Solis drops back to throw again. Has time, delivers it. It's caught. First down in Freer territory. Down to the 35-yard line. A completion to Jacob Amaro. They'll look to throw. Right-hand side. That's going to be caught. First down and more. Down the sideline for the Bulldogs. Big first down. Block. 40-yard line. Skip. And that's your halftime highlights. Our score 21-0 as we get set to start the second half of play here. Appreciate everyone that's tuning in wherever you may be watching our games. I'm checking in right now on our Facebook as we watch fans tune in. I ask please share the link Let other fans know these games are going on. Also follow and like our page if you haven't done so already. Like our page. That's the big one. We get a lot of followers on our Facebook page, but believe it or not, the advertisers that we talk to when we're trying to talk to the bigger level are asking, well, how many likes do you have? You just never know what they're going to be looking for. Away we go. We start the third quarter. And for the Bulldogs, they'll return it out across the 35 to the 38-yard line, and that's where they'll bring the offense on the field for the first time. There are penalty flags on the play, so we'll sort that out. See if I can turn my lights on without turning lights on everybody else. I think I'm good. Oh, nope, I'm not. So I'll turn them off.
Jordan on the tackle for the Buckaroos.
And so the penalty flags were sorted out. Fans, I do appreciate you tuning in. I see Mildred Bender-Estep is watching from Three Rivers, watching her Bulldogs.
Make it 44.
As promised, let me run down some statistics for you from the first half. I'll do that on the fly as the Bulldogs offense will get to start this drive from the 44-yard line. Good field position, and they'll run it right side, looking for Zachary Davis. Takes it across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. For Davis, that's his first carry of the night. He had 2 catches in the first half. Gained 4 on that play. On the ground, Three Rivers, 9 carries, 20 yards in the first half. It was through the air. They were 5 of 7 for 91 yards. Ball now at the 48-yard line on a second down. For Caden Solis and this offense for the Three Rivers Bulldogs. Handed off at an inside handoff and up the middle now, turning upfield down to Freer territory. First carry of the night that time for Ezra Acevedo. For Acevedo, he gains a couple. Tuning in for New Braunfels. Thanks for tuning in as we continue. Watching from Houston, give a shout out to Mel Isom watching the game. We're in the third quarter of play. The Freer Buckaroos leading 21-0, but Three Rivers in their offense has shown they can move the ball. They'll run it on the outside this time. Solis on the keeper, stretches, doesn't look like he'll get enough for a first down. So decision time for Three Rivers now. Well, now they will give him enough for a first down. So move the chains for the Bulldogs. Freer on the offensive end, 23 carries, 141 yards on the ground, 2 of 4 through the air for 38 yards. They outgain Three Rivers 179 to 116. Looking at this Three Rivers offense in the first half, Solis, 5 carries, 19 yards. Again, most of it was through the air on the production of this Three Rivers offense. 5 of 7, 91 yards. 62 yards in receiving for Jacob Amaro. Here's a pass out left side. Sean Huff is hit. Down he goes quickly. Met out there by Ando Bierstedt. That's a very short gain to Huff on the completed pass. Just 2 yards on the completed pass. Solis has shown the ability to go downfield in the air. And the offensive line has done a nice job of giving him protection. But no points to score thus far in the contest. Back to throw again, Solis. Pressure, now he's going to run. Ton of room. 40-yard line, 35-yard line, sideline 30. Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Caden Solis. And take a look at this. As the pressure came up the middle, that emptied everything from the secondary as all the receivers took off deep. That allowed Solis a good 15 yards before anybody got close to being close enough to touch him. First down at the 28-yard line of the Freer Buckaroos. We're in the third quarter from Freer, Texas on a Friday night here on Rio Sports Live. For Solis, he's now got 6 carries for 37 yards. For the snap, here comes a lot of movement up front. And a false start will be edged against the Three Rivers Bulldogs. Ball back to the 34. Makes it a 1st and 15.
Ball back to the 34-yard line.
For Three Rivers. From the 34. Solis keeps Sanchez, Rigovito Sanchez on his left-hand side. He wants to throw. Drops back, straight drop, slings it up the middle, caught, 25-yard line. Down to about the 19 or 24-yard line. Got most of all the penalty yards back and some. Derek Lancaster on the catch. Makes it 2nd down and 5, make it 4. For the Three Rivers Bulldogs. They took the opening kickoff here in the second half and are once again moving against this defense. Just haven't been able to finish off drives thus far. They'll look to throw. Penalty flags thrown. Big hit delivered. Down goes the receiver on a huge hit that time by Elliot Ramirez. Now we'll sort out the penalty. Tough on the catch, but look at the hit by the defense. Bingo. Penalty most likely will be called against the, it is against the Three Rivers Bulldogs. Give a shout out to the Divine family watching from Lake Corpus Christi. Thanks for tuning in. Also watching from New Braunfels, Alicia Evan Lora. Checking in. Here on Real Sports on a Friday night. Solis wants to throw. No, he's going to run on a keeper up the middle. Tripped up as he got to the 25. Bierstedt got his hand on the leg of Caden Solis. Had he not done so, that may have went for big yardage. Now 3rd down for the Three Rivers Bulldogs. We go to the 7:45 mark here in this 3rd quarter. Bulldogs offense have been on the field since the start of this second half. Solis needs 6 to keep this drive alive. Facing 3rd down. Drops back to throw. Pressure. Runs up the middle. Penalty flag on the play as he gets to the 20. The 15 takes on a tackler down to the 12, but this one's coming back, it appears, on an apparent hold. Back just outside the line of scrimmage.
We got holding on the Bulldogs.
They had let the defense squirm through. In hopes again of opening something up by taking the receivers deep, but this time one of the linemen caught holding on for just that extra second. That leads to the penalty. So it went from 3rd and 6 to still 3rd down, but now 15 yards to go as it's on the 35 of the Buckaroos of Freer. From the left hash mark for Caden Solis. Sends Derek Lancaster out wide right. To the left-hand side is Sean Huff. Straight drop. Rolls out right-hand side. Being chased. Delivers a ball. It's going to be tipped and nearly intercepted. Incomplete. Ooh, let's take a look at this. Just how close this was. For a gift wrap pick. After that, it could have nearly been on the tip drill. The receiver still had a chance to catch that ball. Johnny Molina tuning in from Hebronville, Texas. Give a shout out in his direction. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure you like our page and share the link to other fans that this game is going on. 4th down and 15. Caden Solis lines up to go for it here. Sends a man in motion. Drops back to throw. Needs 15 yards. Over the middle. Caught. And not enough for a 1st down as Bierstedt, or check that, who made that stop? Looked like it was Guerra that may have made that stop. It was Guerra. Turnover on downs. And so the Buckaroo defense will exit, and the offense will step on the field for the first time here in the second half. Same situation for the Three Rivers offense. Signs of moving the ball, but nothing to show. Running play. Bierstadt takes it over. Got to the 30-yard line. Gains 6 on the play for Bierstadt. Hundo Bierstadt, that's his 9th carry. 45 yards. It's Joel Guerra who's had the big night. 13 carries, 93 yards on the evening. 147 yards of offense on the ground for Freer. They'll run it again. Guerra takes on a tackler. Won't go anywhere. Met head on by Jacob Amaro, and then lots of help coming behind that. Watch Amaro just outright. Talk about drive a man back. Guerra never did go down, but he certainly wasn't going forward once he got to the line of scrimmage, thanks to Amaro. 3rd down. 3.5 yards to go for the Buckaroos. Guerra has Bierstadt to his left. Slings a pass left side. Trey Ramirez has it and some room. Got a block. 40-yard line. 41. First down for the Buckaroos. Trey Ramirez on the catch.
Trey Ramirez on the receiving end of Guerra's pass, going all the way down.
Guerra with just 5 passes on the night. He's 3 of 5 for 52 yards. That moves the chains and keeps this drive going, which is important for the Freer defense, which was on the field for a long time thanks to that first drive by Three Rivers. Pass play right side. Elliot Ramirez catches, spins past one defender. Second one gets him. Amaro turned him. Landon Thornton brought him down. Short gain for the receiver for the Freer Buckaroos. And it's 2nd and 8. 21-0 ball game. Freer scored 21 points in the first half, and each team has had it once. Freer still on their first drive. Guerra up the middle with room. Midfield, secondary, 45, 44-yard line. Huge gain for Guerra. He goes over the century mark on the ground and moves the chains. Guerra, look at the hole that opens up for Guerra. He was 12 yards downfield before anybody even had a chance to think about getting a hit on him. First down from the 44-yard line of the Bulldogs. Guerra to Bierstadt. Bierstadt rumbles forward. He'll gain 10 on first down. So now the Freer offense rolling downhill. We're in the third. Quickly played third quarter as the Bulldogs had it, marched it downfield, couldn't score. Buckaroos now moving the ball. Another running play about the 31-yard line. Once again, they'll manage to stop Guerra. They won't bring him down. Gains 4. He's got 15 carries for 113 yards on the night for Joel Guerra and the Freer Buckaroos.
Second down.
Clock running with 3:25 to go here in this third quarter. Highlights tonight of football and volleyball will be coming your way after the conclusion of this game. Guerra hands it off to Bierstadt, stumbles. Now he surges forward, got to the 25, and that on the spot is going to be just short of first down yardage.
Other first down, third down, Buckaroos.
11 carries for Bierstadt for 59 yards. Freer now with 181 yards on the ground here tonight. Give a shout out to Lucio Martinez and the family watching from Georgetown, Texas. Thanks for tuning in. On third down. Guerra needing a yard. Sets Bierstadt off to his right-hand side. Gives up some ground, gets hit, driven backwards as the Three Rivers defense makes a big hit. Coming in there first was Taylor Stockton, the 6'1", 185-pounder. And he shut that down. Now it's fourth down, still a yard to go for the Freer Buckaroos. And before they'll take the next snap, there was a timeout on the field. Three Rivers needing a stop. They trail 21-0. Freer a yard away from sustaining the drive. Back after this.
Of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
For the chance of go Bucks go, the Freer Buckaroos out of a timeout will be facing a 4th and 1 from the 25.5-yard line of Three Rivers. They'll try to get him to jump off sides. Nothing doing just yet. And now they'll hand it off. Outside Ramirez. He'll drive forward and get a first down for the Buckaroos, and the drive will continue. After that carry by Ramirez. Elliot Ramirez, his third carry of the night. Give a shout out to Lucio Arredondo watching in San Antonio, Texas. Thank you for tuning in on our Facebook. Share the link, please. Let other fans know these games are going on. Minute 40 to go. This third quarter may be one of those in which each team has it once, and then we head to the fourth. Looking to throw. Guerra rolling right-hand side. Delivers. Caught. Touchdown. Freer. Elliot Ramirez. And Guerra did just a terrific job. Watch as he's rolling out. He's waiting for Ramirez to clear and then delivers on the money. Touchdown for the Freer Buckaroos. Fans down below me having a lot of fun times out here. And the Buckaroos on top at home, 27-0. Extra point coming up. Kick is away and good. Freer, 28. Three Rivers still on the 0. We'll be back with more after this on Rio Sports Live.
Bubba's 33 and Corpus Christi is a proud sponsor for all teams on Rio Sports Live. If you can't make it to the game, then watch it on a big screen at Bubba's 33 in Corpus. Great food, great atmosphere before, during, or after the game. Stop in at Bubba's 33 in Corpus Christi, Texas.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game.
We are back here on Rio Sports Live after the timeout. We're getting set for the extra point. Freer scoring on the Joel Guerra to Elliot Ramirez touchdown strike. With a minute 24 to go here in the third quarter. Three Rivers in to return another kick. Short kick takes a bounce. That's a live football that goes out of bounds. There'll be a penalty on that. And then they'll sort it out, but most likely Three Rivers will decline that.
Looks like the Bulldogs will be taking it there at the...
And they'll have it at their own outside the 45 to about the 46-yard line. So good field position for the Three Rivers Bulldogs, in which to start a drive.
Solis and the Bulldogs back on offense.
First down play coming up for Joel Guerra. Guerra takes it, hands it off. Check that. That's going to be a carry by Three Rivers. Zachary Davis on the carry. Gain 6. Second down coming up.
Jacob Pettis on the tackle for the Buckaroos. Second down and 4.
It's just the second time that the Three Rivers offense has been on the field here in the second half, and there's less than a minute to go. We've had 3 drives in this game in which they had it down around the 20 or inside the 20 of Freer, but have nothing to show. Up the middle, that's a first down. Second effort by Zachary Davis. He'll carry for 9.
The ball down to about the 40-yard line.
Good effort still by this Three Rivers team.
For the Buckaroos.
Buckaroos, just a classic case of the defense bending, but not breaking. The deepest penetration by this Three Rivers team resulted in a turnover when the ball was punched out of a running back's hands. Solis drops back to throw, gets rid of it, man caught, 25, inside the 20-yard line. A first down, another completion for Solis to Jacob Amaro.
On the tackle of Amaro.
See this play again, rolling out to buy time. And Amaro right there. And that's the final play of the third quarter. We head to the fourth. Freer at home, leading in this one 28-0. Back after this.
The pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Moore Funeral Home, serving Refugio, a county family since 1969. A family-owned business. They're here to serve you every need. Winston, Judy, and Mark Moore support the Bobcats all the way to state.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Our thanks to Sherryland School District for being one of the schools that we are allowed to broadcast games from, but most importantly, for one of the schools that signed on to be an advertising partner with Rio Sports Live. I don't charge schools to do these games. I don't charge fans to watch these games. In some cases, schools do participate by being an advertiser, and it does give back to what we're trying to do. First down play to start the fourth quarter, up the middle, a running play. Gain about 5 for Solis. Caden Solis on the ground, 8 of 45 through the air, 9 of 12 for 128 yards. Productive night for Caden. Just a freshman quarterback listed at 6 foot and 155 pounds for Three Rivers. Solis is ready on second down. Hands it off. They'll bounce it right side, turn it upfield, down around the 10. They'll stop the clock because there's a flag thrown behind that play. Zachary Davis, the ball carrier, had enough for what looked like a first down, but there will be a hold on this play, and it's coming back.
Closer they get to the end zone. Looks like the Bulldogs get pushed back, but they're still going to look to get into the end zone on second down.
So Three Rivers, 2nd and 12 now as the ball is just outside the 20. They've been down here 4 different times in this game. And when you look up at the scoreboard and you're trailing 28-0, it's realistic to think we could be very much looking to tie this game right now. As it is, they're looking to get their first points of the game. Solis rolls out, short side of the field, passes it, it's caught inside the 10, down to the 5, and out of bounds. Second effort by Zachary Davis. And watch Davis, most of this again after the catch. There's 5, 10, 15 yards after the catch. And the Bulldogs, they're as close to scoring in this game as they have been all night. First and goal from the 3 for Caden Solis. Brings him up to the line. Keeps Zachary Davis to his right-hand side, takes it, hands it off. Davis bouncing it. Football fumbled at the end zone, at the goal line, rolls back outside of the 2, recovered. And the Bulldogs are able to get it back. And watch this mad scramble. Was punched out of there. And Three Rivers fortunate to get their hands back on the ball there. Spotted back down at the 3-yard line.
Looks like Davis might have got hurt there at the end of the play.
Caden Solis gets a play from the sidelines. I want to give a shout out to Abel Espinosa watching from Okinawa, Japan. I do appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate your service out there. Timeout on the field. Three Rivers, after nearly coughing it up, want to make sure they dial up the right play. Freer leads 28-0 back after this.
Stacy Neiman Insurance Agency, LLC, located on the square in Woodsboro, Texas, specializing in row, crop, and pasture rangeland, serving farmers and ranchers in multiple counties since 2011. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer. 1-800-573-5166, Stacy Neiman Insurance Agency, LLC.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Back here after the timeout, Three Rivers and Freer on a Friday night here on Real Sports Live. I'm Joe Bowling, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. at the helm of the camera. I'm looking for announcers, looking for camera operators. If you're looking for some part-time work, I can help you out. Running play for the Bulldogs. Get it down to around the 2-yard line, then thrown backwards. Rigoberto Sanchez on the carry. Freer defense stiffens up on that first down play. And third down coming up. Goal to goal for Three Rivers. Well, Charles tuning in from Rock, Texas. Thank you for tuning in. Third down and goal. Solis takes it, hands it off. Running play right side. That's touchdown time. Zachary Davis in the end zone for Three Rivers.
The Bulldogs finally get on the board with 9:02 left in the ballgame.
Davis taking it right side all the way on the replay.
Solis handing off to Davis, looking for the right side.
You'll see here.
About the goal line, was able to get into the end zone.
Good blocking. Look at the receiver delivering that block and pushing his man 7 yards into the end zone. And for the extra point for the Bulldogs.
There's a snap.
Snap down, the kick is away, and off the leg of Jacob Amaro, it's good. 9 minutes left here in this one. Freer leads 28-7. Kickoff coming up after this.
In Fremont, Texas, off Highway 281 is the Oasis Restaurant, serving great food daily. And if you can't make it to the game, then watch it while you eat. Carry out and dine in available. Great selection of food for any taste and supporting local athletes all the way. The Oasis Restaurant in Fremont, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Back here in Freer, Texas. Great camera work by Rudy Zamaripa Jr. up there on top of the press box. I was saying before the touchdown there, I am looking for announcers. I'm looking for camera operators. On the announcing side, not just for this football. I'm looking for committed individuals. Guys and girls, men and women looking to assist us in carrying all the sports for these teams. Volleyball and football going on right now. We've got basketball just around the corner, boys and girls. So if you're interested, reach out to me on realsportslive@gmail.com. We'll have a discussion. Kickoff by the Bulldogs. Buckaroos of Freer returning out across the 35-yard line. Big hit delivered at the 36. And the Freer offense will step on the field. Up 3 scores with under 9 minutes to go in the game. Freer's outgained Three Rivers, 257 to 211 in total yardage. 187 yards on the ground for the Freer Buckaroos. Joel Guerra with 113 rushing yards. Running the show for the Buckaroos tonight. Earlier tonight, the Three Rivers Lady Bulldogs tested the Freer Lady Buckaroos, but it was the Buckaroos coming out with a 3-game sweep. Penalty flag thrown before the first snap here on this drive. That'll be a false start against Freer, which will march them back 5 yards. But next week, we're going to be busy with more games again, my friends. Run down that schedule for you. Watch our social media for our post on where we'll be next. Keeper, it's Guerra. Backs his way across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Gain 4, call it 4.5 for Guerra. Still second down, now 11 yards to go. Clock is running, everything in favor right now of the Freer Bucks as they lead 28-7, and the game clock just ticking at 8:24 and heading in the downhill slide. Guerra, keeper again, bangs into a tackler out across the 43 to the 44-yard line, gained 5 more yards. That'll take us under 8 minutes to go in the game, and Freer now facing 3rd and 5. Three Rivers defense looking for that one big play. They've been looking for that for most of the night. There's a couple of turnovers that really changed the complexion of the first half and slanted everything in favor of Freer. Ramirez takes it on the jet sweep. Right side and more sideline, and look at him go down the right side. Ramirez will take it inside the 15. Elliot Ramirez, 47 yards on the carry, and he nearly broke it for the score. Look at this one on the replay. And once he got to the outside, it was just speed for Freer and the Buckaroos. They'll have a first down now outside the 12-yard line for Freer. And on first down from the 12. They'll look to throw. Guerra slings it right in left-hand side. That's going to be caught, and 6 points. Elliot Ramirez through the air. Freer scores again. And the crowd goes crazy on the Freer sidelines. Ramirez scored on the touchdown run, and then why not go right back to him through the air. What a huge night for Elliot Ramirez as Freer's Buckaroos answer the score by Three Rivers and take it in. Extra point, good. Kickoff coming up. Freer leads this one 35-7. Kickoff coming up.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, Three Rivers managed to score in this ball game, but the Freer offense, thanks to a big series by Elliot Ramirez, able to score in a lightning quick fashion. Kickoff sails out of bounds. And so Three Rivers will once again be given good field position to start a drive. But they once again trail by 4 scores with 6 minutes and correct that scoreboard. 6:49 left here in this fourth quarter. Another good game on Rio Sports Live tonight. Miller at Rockport Fulton. That's a 35-28 game in the third quarter. Band performing down there. It's good to hear the atmosphere here of high school football on a Friday night. Three Rivers offense back on the field. Caden Solis has had a good night. Hands it off this time up the middle. That'll gain yardage out across the 45 to the 47, 48-yard line. Margarito Sanchez on the carry before they knock him down. He gains 11 for a first down. Out to the 48. 329 total offense now for Freer compared to 222. Quarterback going to keep it. Solis makes a man miss. Takes it across the 40. Football gets punched out of there and recovered by the Buckaroos. Solis had the ball punched loose, and watch the tackle. You'll see this right there. Another turnover forced by the Freer defense. And so the Freer offense back on the field. Costly turnovers tonight by Three Rivers. 6:18 remaining here in this ball game. Joel Guerra and company back on the field. Guerra, 17 carries, 123 yards. In the air, 6 of 8 for 185 yards. Gonna hand it off up the middle. Spinning forward to the 36-yard line. Penalty flag is thrown on that play. We'll sort that out.
Sanchez on the tackle. Holding on the Buckaroos.
That'll be a hold against Freer, which will take this backwards.
Back them up 10 yards.
Miller Rockport Fulton game is a close one, 35-28 right now. Karnes City and Odom, let's check in on that one. What's the score there? Take a look. 24-12, Odom on top in that one. Frio and Bloomington. Frio up big in this one. Freer on the run, out across the 30-yard line to the 32, 33-yard line. Strong running again by this Freer Buckaroo team. They'll run it out to the outside, down across the 45 to 46, 47-yard line.
Down to about the 48, but there's flags around.
More penalty flags thrown.
37.
And second down.
Officials at the 39-yard line discussing the flag with 5:16 left in the ball game.
And second down for the Freer Buckaroos. Before that, the personal foul was called against Three Rivers. By the time they march that down, it's all the way into Bulldog territory. He's still marching down to about the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
First down for Freer. Man in motion, left to right. Handed off. It's the motion man. This is going to be Ryan Buheider. He'll take it down inside the 30-yard line, and he'll gain good yardage. For Freer, Buheider. Nice carry.
Ball down to the 27.
Freer offense marching again. From the 27 of Three Rivers. Handoff, right side, Anthony Jordan. Jordan makes a man miss, gets hit hard at the 20-yard line.
Brings up second down. Amara on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Second down and 3.
So second down. The call it just 3 yards to go for the Buckaroos. Keeper, left-hand side to the 15. Garrett gets out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Another strong carry.
First down. Buckaroos.
That'll mark it down at the 12 for Freer. Buckaroos have been in control of this on the scoreboard throughout the night, but it really was a different looking game if Three Rivers would have been able to finish off a couple of drives. Austin Stutz that time on the stop. Still playing hard defense for Three Rivers.
Second down and 11.
And second down coming up.
Buckaroos, 2:46 left in the ball game.
Guerra wants to throw. Now he's going to run. Hit quickly. Driven backwards as the Bulldogs. Now he stays on his feet and somehow gains some ground on that.
Looks like number 52 of the Buckaroos. Aguillon fell on the ball.
And that was a loose ball that was fumbled but picked up. Down to the 6-yard line. It's a third down. 4 yards to go for Freer.
Recovering the ball. Third down.
So they can still get a first down without getting in. Guerra hands it off. Motion man, right-hand side. 5, 4, 2, 1. Touchdown, Freer. On a carry by Ryan Buheider. Watch the blocking there. Buheider just muscled his way through. And the Freer Buckaroos have put up 41 here on a Friday night. Extra point coming up. Next week, Freer will be traveling to Kennedy. We'll have that one for you here on Rio Sports Live. Extra point. Lead 41-7. Kickoff coming up after this.
The assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a...
Back here on Rio Sports Live, the kickoff by Freer after they have scored again. Fielded by an up man for Three Rivers out across the 47-yard line. Hard hit delivered there. Jacob Amaro on the return. Got hit hard, and so the Three Rivers offense, one more crack at it here. They'll be at home next week. I believe it'll be a home game. Against Bloomington, yes, a home game. We'll have that for you here on Rio Sports Live. Freer travels to Kennedy. We'll have that, and this will be a home game for Three Rivers next week. Solis wants to throw, looking for a bunch. Left side, overthrows his man, incomplete. Solis trying to go deep on that one. But an incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10. Stops the clock as well. We'll try to get that changed up for you fans back home, keeping track of the score clock. On the money there. 2nd down. 10 yards to go from their own 46-yard line for Three Rivers. Solis, straight drop back, has time, steps up, can't find a receiver, stays in bounds, got to the midfield stripe. Wrapped up there, short of first down yardage. And it brings up 3rd and 6. Next week, Three Rivers at home against Bloomington. The following week, they're off. Then they'll have a home game against Refugio. Solis looks to throw again, steps up, going to run, has some room, has a first down, makes a man miss at the 40 and then wrapped up there. That'll stop the clock while they move the chains. Now crank it right back up. Under 30 seconds remain in the game. Solis to throw again. Left-hand side, incomplete off his receiver. Sean Huff, the intended receiver. And it brings up what possibly is the last play of the game with 10 seconds left. And a 2nd and 10 for Three Rivers from the Freer 40. Again, at the end of this one, we'll run a highlight reel of both the volleyball game and the football game for you, both carried here on Rio Sports Live. You could see the schedule I'm juggling right now. It would be something to behold, especially with all of the games that are opening up south of the Coastal Bend. They'll blow the play dead. So we will indeed have one more snap of the football. They'll march it back 5 yards, and this should be the last snap. Solis, one more chance. Drops back to throw. Hesitates, rolls to the short side of the field, stays in bounds, hit, went to a knee, and that will do it. The Freer Buckaroos with the win here tonight. Win it 41-7 in convincing fashion over the Three Rivers Bulldogs. Great night tonight for Joel Guerra, over 100 yards in the rushing department. Just orchestrated the offense and held the Three Rivers team in check. Overall, did the Three Rivers, or did the Freer Bulldogs here in this one. Our player of the game will be Joel Guerra. His play tonight just helped propel his team on to the victory. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast here this evening. Again, we're going to wrap it up pretty quick. We got to run some highlight reels, and we got to check in on our other crews. Keep us in mind if you're a business owner, if you know a business that may assist us in broadcasting what we're doing. We are providing this free of service to the schools, also free of service and free charge for the fans. That's the way I built it. I'll never change it. We'll shut her down before they start making me charge schools and fans in order to watch these games. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, watch for volleyball action. It's coming up later this week, and we'll be right back at you next Friday. Actually, next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with football. Watch our social media. We'll give you a rundown of who's playing and where. Guarantee you as far as where you can watch it, it'll be right here. Till next time, from Freer, Texas, where the Buckaroos win this one 41-7, I'm Joe Bolding for Rio Sports Live. Good night.